the upcoming game that's related to the Arkhamverse, that's set in the Arkhamverse, following the events of Batman Arkham Knight, the Suicide Squad game, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, Arkham Batman is in it, and he's back, and he is voiced by the legendary Kevin Conroy, who passed away a month ago. I watched this trailer last night, and I cried for about an hour, because it's the last thing I was ever expecting. I think for a lot of us it was, for those who don't really keep up with the game. I'm going to be honest, I do not care about this game at all. But knowing that Arkham Batman is in this and it's Kevin's last role, I have to play it now. Like, I have to play it. I can't not play it knowing it's Kevin's last role as Batman. Let alone it's Arkham Batman. My favorite iteration of Batman is the Arkham Batman. Easily, like, it outweighs every single other Batman we've had, to me. And it's just amazing that they got him back. So we're going to be talking about all this, what it means to the Arkhamverse, and how it ties directly into Arkham Knight, and how this Batman is now. Is he different from Arkham Knight? And we're going to dive into that more in this video. So guys, enjoy the video. Hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Let's jump right into the video. So, we know in Arkham Knight that Knightfall protocol was activated after Bruce's identity was revealed to the world because of Scarecrow and that whole thing happened, which is actually proven in this trailer. Harley knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. She didn't know that post-Arkham Knight. Or, sorry, pre-Arkham Knight. Post-Arkham Knight, with his identity being revealed, everyone in the world knows that. Alfred literally told Bruce on top of the GCPD after he put Scarecrow away, "Sir, it's over. The whole world knows what now." And then Bruce activated Knightfall protocol. We all know what happens after. So, everyone's reaction around Harley when she called him Bruce, there was zero reaction to be said because they all know Batman's Bruce Wayne. But why is he back? Why is he out there? We knew that Bruce didn't die that night. We saw him on that rooftop. If you 100% complete the game, you will see Batman on that rooftop using what it seems to be fear toxin or something, scaring the living hell out of the criminals in an alley and taking them out. Now, we know this post-Arkham Knight again to prove another point, because this is the Arkham Knight suit. Now, it may not look like it from a distance, but this is the Arkham Knight suit. It's just updated. You can see the bat symbol is a little bit different, but the cape, the shoulder pads, even the helmet, it's all very heavily detailed closely to the Arkham Knight suit that we got. Even Batman's face, Bruce's like jawline face, it pretty much lines up exactly with the one we got in Arkham Knight. Now, the gauntlets, from what we saw, they are different. You can see the, I'm forgetting what they're called, but the claws that hang off the gauntlets, they look a little bit different. And the belt's different too. It looks more like a New 52 type belt thing kind of going on there. But this suit is the Arkham Knight suit, just updated. So, you know, it's a little bit different. But it's the Arkham Knight suit, which means it allows him to be more agile, more mobile, allows fear takedowns. So, now it is rumored, from what I've heard it's rumored, that Batman will be the last boss fight in the game. And as I said earlier, he is voiced by Kevin Conroy. Now, in the trailer, he's in Arkham Asylum, or on some level Arkham Asylum. He's in a intensive treatment area for Arkham Asylum. And you have to, again, ask the question, how does this all fall into place? Because Batman faked his death to protect his allies. Tim, Dick, Barbara, Jim, kinda Alfred. I mean, let's just assume Alfred's dead. Because I can't imagine Alfred got out of that. Because you can see, if you zoom in, or if you look closely, when Knightfall Protocol is activated, when they're at Wayne Manor and Alfred closes the door, you can see him behind that door. And then the mansion blows up. Unless Alfred has superpowers, or unless Batman got Alfred out of there really fast, there's no way Alfred survived that blast. There's not. So I do believe Alfred is dead. I do believe Bruce Wayne is dead. And I do believe that this is full-blown Batman. There's no human side. Like we've been saying for years now, like several people have been saying for years now, the theory is that Bruce Wayne died that night and Batman fully was born. And I think we're going to be getting that in this game. That being said, Batman doesn't kill, and we know that he still didn't kill in that trailer. Even though it looked like it, he didn't. The guy was still breathing when Batman dropped down. After he dropped the security guard was still breathing. So he's not killing. And quite frankly, unless they said upright and say, oh yeah, this Batman's been killing since Arkham Knight, following Knightfall, since Bruce Wayne's dead, it's just Batman now, I could see that being okay. But if they're just going to say because he's under brainy-ass control, now Batman's killing, and it's voiced by Kevin Conroy, I wouldn't be okay with that. Personally, I wouldn't. Then again, I don't really care what they do. I'm glad Kevin got the voice Arkham Batman. That's the only way I would have been okay with Arkham Batman returning, was it was voiced by Kevin. It would have not worked with anyone else. So I think it's really fitting that Arkham Batman came back and it's voiced by Kevin, because again, it only could have been him. That being said, I do hope that in this game, like the Arkham Knight and Arkham City and Asylum games, when we did the AR challenges, especially in Arkham Knight, I think it was in Arkham City too. I haven't played Arkham City in years, but for Arkham Knight, you can play as Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Robin, Nightwing, Azrael, and Batgirl, and Red Hood and Arkham Knight in the AR challenges. A part of me really hopes that we get to play Batman in the AR challenges or something in a Suicide Squad game. I know it probably won't happen, but I think that would be so cool just to be able to play as Batman again, let alone for Kevin's last performance. Instead of just seeing him, it'll still be cool, but I think it would be even better if we got to play as him on some level. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how they would do it. Maybe there's a Batman DLC they set up for this game, and it'll be, you can play as Batman again, and you can free roam and all that, just in honor of Kevin. I think that would be so heartwarming and just so emotional to get. At the same time, so freaking cool. I personally would like that way more than anything else. But you have, again, like I've been saying, you have to ask the question, how and why is he back? And the only reason I can think that he's back is because we know he's not dead. Brainiac took control of him, obviously, like he did the other Justice Leaguers. And he most likely is the final boss fight, which again, I think is a major memorial to Arkham Batman. But also, it's a big thing because, like I said already, Batman faked his death and made everyone believe he was resumed dead to protect his allies. So if Batman's not really dead, his allies are in more danger than ever. And Harley didn't seem surprised that Batman was back. Like, she literally called Bruce and was like, hey, Bruce, you wouldn't say that to someone you think is dead. I mean, unless everyone, like, really believes that Batman's not dead, and they're just like, okay, he's resumed dead, but come on. After all this, everything he's been through for the city and Asylum and City and Arkham Knight, the games at least, he's really going to die to his mansion exploding? I don't think people necessarily believe that. So I guess that's why Harley's reaction was what it was. But, I mean, if he faked his own death, is it really, worth it? I don't know. I hope they explain it somewhat in Arkham Knight. I don't know how they will, but they need to explain some things to connect this to Arkham Knight. To say, like, yeah, Batman's here, but his alter ego isn't. Like, Bruce Wayne is dead, Batman's alive, and, what happened to Alfred, if he's even alive, who the hell knows. But I think that's the only way that would be satisfying, was if it did play out that way. And again, it's going to be different from what we've seen from Arkham Batman because it's always been, we're playing him. And now we're going to be fighting him, which I think is cool. It's a cool idea. We got that in Arkham Origins, didn't we? I think it was by WB Games. I think we got that, where we're actually like fighting Batman. Yeah, I think it was in the online multiplayer aspect, but it was still fighting Arkham Batman, kind of. It was a ripoff Arkham Batman, but this is like Arkham Knight Batman, and I think we can all agree Arkham Knight Batman, what he's learned is scary. I mean, the moves that he can do now in that suit alone, but as Bruce Wayne, I mean, that's horrifying. I mean, and we're going to be fighting that guy. Like, it's probably going to be the most difficult boss fight in gaming history if you really think about it. I mean, it's got to be difficult to fight Arkham Batman. I really hope it's not just, let's get him down to half health, and then there's a cutscene, and let's get him down to a quarter health, and there's a cutscene, and then that's it, like Gotham Knights did. I really hope that's not it. I have faith in Rocksteady more than, like, ever, that they know what they're doing. So if they're saying Arkham Batman is back and it's going to be a boss fight, which you undoubtedly will be, especially if it's a final boss fight, I mean, he better be difficult. Like, I don't care if it's impossible. It better be impossible. I mean, Arkham Batman is the strongest iteration of Batman we've ever seen, from my knowledge. I mean, and he's such a badass. I mean, the first Batman I ever got introduced to was Arkham Batman, so I'm a massive, like, fanboy of Arkham Batman, and I'll always choose Arkham Batman to be my Batman over any other Batman out there. But I really do hope this boss fight is hard, and a part of me really hopes it's frustrating, because that's the only way it would be satisfying, was if the boss fight took like an hour. You know, like, it shouldn't take like 10 minutes. It should take like 30 minutes to an hour. I think would be perfect for Arkham Batman. Because Arkham Batman, I mean, he's proven time and time again that he's not going to quit fighting, right? He keeps getting back up. He keeps going no matter what. Even after his resumed death, he keeps going. Like, this trailer proves that. He kept being Batman. He kept going out there every single night when he could have done what Christian Bale's Batman did and just hung up the cowl, hung up the suit, and went to Selina, told him he was alive, and they moved somewhere outside of Gotham and lived happily ever after. They could have done that. Bruce could have done that, but he didn't. He decided to continue being Batman, shut out Bruce Wayne entirely, and continue being Batman full-fledged force and have zero connections to anyone, so that way the people he care about, or he did care about, will not be involved. So, it's so mind-blowing that I knew Arkham Batman was alive, but I wasn't expecting him to be in this game, let alone under Brainiac's control. And it's even more iconic for several reasons, not only because Kevin's voicing him and it's Arkham Batman as his last role, but because Batman and any iteration of Batman and Brainiac's involvement, Batman's been the one person to generally break free of Brainiac's control. But Arkham Batman, I mean, he can definitely do that. I mean, 100% he can break free from Brainiac's control. I think it's just when and how, right? Now, the thing is that, again, we have to ask the question, when this boss fight is done, what happens then? Like, is Batman back? I mean, is he like, you know, or is he just die? I mean, is Batman gonna die in this game? I mean, it's literally called Kill the Justice League, but we know the Flash, and I think it was said Wonder Woman, don't die. They just get taken, because the Suicide Squad won't kill them yet. So, you know, it has to make you wonder, at least for Batman's sake, are they going to kill him off in this game? I mean, how are they going to do that? Because you can't just someday end the boss fight and Batman's like, thank you for saving me and I'll let you go. I mean, what are they going to do there? what can they possibly do there? I don't know what they can do. I really don't. It keeps making me go back and forth because you would think, because this isn't Bruce Wayne anymore, it's Batman, that it would be the same Batman from Arkham Knight, that what we would get is straight up, when we defeat him, he's like, he wouldn't be the same Batman or same Bruce Wayne. He'd be more darker, more brutal, right? You would think. So, I don't know. It's so... They better... It better be played out well, is all I'm saying. And it should be played out well. And especially considering this is Kevin's last ever performance for Batman, let alone performance in general. But the fact that it's Arkham Batman... The fact that it's being voiced by Kevin, which again, I said this last night to myself, the only way Arkham Batman can come back is if Kevin voices him. This is the last thing I was ever expecting, and I think majority of Batman, if not every Batman fan, is overly excited for this. Like I said, I wasn't going to play this game. I didn't really care for it. I never really cared for this Suicide Squad. It was never a thing that, like, piqued my interest. Kill the Justice League, I mean, it interested me somewhat, but not to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy this game. Now I have to buy it and play it at one point. Like, I have to. It's Kevin's last performance. So, now I have to. I think that's the same thing for a lot of fans. Like, we weren't going to play this game, and now we have to because Kevin's last performance is Batman. And it would just mean so much more playing it, you know, than watching a video over it, you know, or watching the scenes online. It would be so much better to play it. So I will undoubtedly play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League when it comes out, May 26, 2023. Assuming it's on a Steam Deck, because I did get a Steam Deck. Speaking of which, and speaking of Arkhamverse, for those who are still watching the video, who watch my content generally, I did get to play Batman Arkham Knight in the Steam Deck. I've been playing it nonstop for the last 2 weeks. I will be doing a video talking about my experience with Batman Arkham Knight on the Steam Deck. And just in general, my opinions of the game, because it's my first time ever playing the game. I don't know when that video will come out. It'll probably be within the next month. Because no, my upload schedule for this channel, it'll probably be within the next month or year. So, yeah, just so you guys know what's going on there. And just, I want to say something to Kevin because I never did a video on it. Thank you, Kevin Conroy, for everything you've done for Batman, being the voice of Batman. You'll forever be missed. And I think I speak for everyone when I say we're so happy that you got to come back for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, May 26, 2023. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be emotional. And I can't wait. So, thanks for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. See you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.